What's up, guys? This is Little Things, and I'm Priyanka. Thank you so much for being here once again, and welcome back to my channel. I guess this is the fourth video in a series I have recorded so far, and I'm really happy to be doing that. I'm proud that I'm actually being a consistent. Anyways, today's weather has been quite tricky to tell because morning it was so hot, like 32 degrees, and now it's a little windy. It's nicer, but it's kind of windy, so please do bear with me for that. You remember, right? We're gonna kickstart the Ali series this week. Absolutely right. We're gonna do that, and also it doesn't really matter if you already have a knowledge about Ali or you're a beginner or you really don't know anything about it, because we're gonna start it from the zero till we make the website accessible, right? Holy moly, we're doing that. Oh, the holy moly word is really nice. I actually copied it from my boss Lars. I really liked it. It is kind of pretty, right? Yeah. Anyways, so today we'll have a introduction video about LA. So in which we'll be talking about what is accessibility and who are the users of it, and what are the importance of accessibility, because that's the basics of it too, and it's better to start with, right? So without any further delay, let's get awesome. Let's start with an example. Let's consider any educational institute's website or government sector's website. I think these are the places from where we need most of the important information from. And my experience with these, or at least some of the websites, haven't been so good. I found the layout to be very, very tight, and the fonts to be very teeny, and in some cases no proper label used. And also if you click on some places or buttons, it will navigate to some other window, and this is the case with me. And when we think about a 60 plus year old person, it's much more harder for them to access, right? And that's where accessibility comes in place. So finally, what is web accessibility then? The formal definition says making a website usable and reachable by as many people as possible, including people with disabilities. I'm emphasizing on the word disabilities because most of the time we just ignore this part, saying that people with the disabilities uses the internet are very less, but that's really not the truth. The research says 1 billion people in the world suffer from some form of the disability, and that has been proven by World Health Organization. I think accessibility is for everyone and not just for the people who are disabled. I mean disabled. Let's understand this topic in a detail. There are 4 forms of disabilities, as you can see on my screen. It is like touch, see, hear, and speak. And also, disability is not just the permanent, it also could be temporary or situational. So let's take an example of touch. Like if you are a one arm person, then it's a permanent disability. And if your arm is injured, then it's temporary. Like for a while your arm is injured, and then it could be fine. And then situational. This is interesting, right? If you are a new parent, then holding your baby in one hand and then accessing a mobile on other hand, it's also a disability. So these are the few ones, and also you could see some more examples here, like could be a cataract, a distracted driver, and a heavy accent. It's interesting to see for me as well. And also blind and deaf, these are the permanent disabilities. But however, the experts have divided, like considering all these factors in a mind, they have categorized these disabilities into 4 forms, and that is like visually impaired, auditory impaired, motor impaired, and cognitive impaired. These are like very high funda words, and same here with me as well. Let's dive into deep of this. What is visually impaired now? And the definition says a huge range of disabilities involve eyesight, color blindness, and eyesight loss. So I think color blindness or eyesight loss are the permanent disabilities, And for example, you could have a problem with your eyes as well, like I had like few days before. And it's the interesting part is, how could these people use the web? Wow, amazing. And they use the web with the help of these devices. I didn't even know about this before, actually. And devices are braille readers, screen magnifications, screen readers, and high contracts. Yeah, this I know. High contracts I know. And wow, amazing to see how these people uses the web. So this is all about the visually impaired. And let's go about auditory impaired. And the definition says users with heavy hearing problems, may be completely deaf or hard of hearing, and captions or visual indicators will be of great help for these guys. And what is motor impaired? Users with limited movements, paralysis or cerebral palsy, for example. And how could these people use the web? For example, the great example is Stephen Hawking, and he used the eye tracking tool for years to access the web, and he has done a great job, as we all know. And also keyboard, and they use a keyboard, as you see in the picture, someone is using keyboard with a form of another device, and also switch devices has been used for this kind of people. And finally, cognitive. The definition says a diverse range of users with difficulties like memory, problem solving, text processing, and dyslexia. I think these are the very common problems I've seen in people. For example, even I do have a problem of reading the complex text like very, very fast or frankly. And how do these people use the web is Zoom functionality. Also, there is a open dyslexic font for people who has a dyslexia problem. In addition to that, let's understand importance of LA. And first one is huge users. Of course, you are not only grabbing the attention of the normal or a general users, but also you are availing your page to people with disabilities. In fact, people with different disabilities, right? And what could be better than that? And eventually your SEO result can be better. What I mean by saying that is, when you search your website's name on the Google, the possibilities of appearing your brand name would be much more better and faster compared to other websites, right? And last but not the least, structural code. Nowadays, everyone want to have a clean and structural code. And when you have a clean, structural, and accessible code, wow, that's just the perfect, right? That's just so important nowadays for all the web developers. And what could you do better than that, right? Alrighty, that was a quick interaction about LA, and we discussed what is LA and what are the people with disabilities who use the internet, and also the importance of LA. Hope you liked it and understood the point which I was trying to convince. Please do comment out what you think about it. But yeah, before I end this video, I would like to share something with you guys, like 3 points. The first thing is, I'm writing a blog on LA, and which will be a part of DSTAS wiki page, and you could go and check the DSTAS wiki page. Oh, okay, hold on, that's not it live, and I may finish it up in the coming week, hopefully. And the other thing is, I started reading this book called as Web Content Accessibility Guidelines 2.0. Hopefully it gives me some of the guidelines. Have you read it before? Please do share it and tell me what you think about it. And the third is exciting part. There is something called as DSTAS TV. Okay, DSTAS is my company, like where I work for full time, and they have a DSTAS TV, and they make a video every week. And this time I popped in there as well. Yes, I did share my experience with DSTAS so far, and I shared the screen with one of my founder, Harry. So don't miss to watch that. I will also share that link very soon, because that's gonna go live on Monday, I guess. So I will probably share that link with you guys on all my social media accounts. Alright, with that, we are coming to an end of this session. Okay, then that's all for today, and stay tuned for my all upcoming videos. Have a good time ahead, and juicy!